The Rultles, Spinal Tap, Dewey Cox, Mouse Rat, the Blue Jean Committee, so many fictitious bands, so little time, but I'm going to cover a vinyl release from one of them coming right up. It's Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast and vinyl channel, and if you're a longtime fan of the channel, I don't have to tell you, but if you're a new viewer, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you would, and you can also hit the link in the description below to join our Facebook vinyl group if you want to carry on the discussion there. If you're not interested in the Facebook group, make sure to leave a comment below. Tell us what you think of the channel and our vinyl releases that we're always sharing. And I tend to share on Thursdays more of rare vinyl releases or special things, and this particular one is one that's both to me. I kind of knew when I picked this up it would be a very limited release, and then a matter whether or not it's going to be of value to someone is definitely in the eye of the beholder. And that is this, I guess you could call it, novelty release, which came from a documentary series, parody documentary series that Bill Hader and Fred Armisen have on the IFC channel. And the series is called Documentary Now, and they lampoon just about every topic that you can as far as documentaries go. But of course, my ears perked up when they rounded out the first season with a two-parter about this fictitious band called the Blue Jean Committee. And in my opinion, it is up there in the discussion with Spinal Tap or the Rultles, or I know a lot of people have varying opinions on Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I happen to like that a lot, and to me, that two-part episode is absolutely in the discussion with all of the greats as far as music parody goes. Everyone in the world is in it. Besides, you have Hader and Armisen playing the two members of the Blue Jean Committee. Irving Azoff makes an appearance in it. Kenny Loggins is in it. Daryl Hall, and the list goes on. It's just really, really, really well done parody of a music documentary. As far as the group goes, it's one of those very closely follows kind of what the Eagles story was to some extent. But of course, as with all of these things, it throws in a lot of different influences from other bands. But this band was supposed to have started out as a Chicago blues group and ended up just deciding that they were going to go to California to mimic the California sound, and accidentally got huge. And in the documentary, this here, Catalina Breeze, is pretty much like the Rumors or the Hotel California of the 70s. They have artists from every generation, including the current generation, going on about this record as if it totally existed and everything. It's just really well done. Having said that, the documentary episodes came out in September of 2015. They were originally available on IFC. I'm certain you can find them on YouTube. If you haven't seen them, if you're wondering why I'm going on about this and you've never heard of it, then I definitely recommend checking out the episodes. They were hilarious. And I was shocked that in November of 2015, a company called Drag City Vinyl actually pressed the album Catalina Breeze, which is hilarious to me. Now, this is a very, very, very short release. This is not even what I wouldn't even refer to it as a soundtrack for the movie or for the two-part series. They basically did a couple of things to at least give you an idea of what's in the film. The track listing itself is extremely short. It's got some of the songs completed from when they were supposed to be a Chicago blues duo, and then it's got some of the more famous songs from after they turned to, quote, the California sound on the LP as well. But good firm LP packaging. It's not cheap. I thought for sure this was going to be housed in almost paper when I got it. But it's a really sturdy LP, regular LP jacket. The LP itself was in a paper sleeve when I got it. As you know on the channel, I always put all of my records, novelty or not, in anti-static inner sleeve, so I sleeve that up. So since the LP is as short as it is, it's all the music is on one side, and I thought it was funny that they actually went through the trouble to do an etching on the B side of like a willow blowing away, which was kind of funny to me that for this type of release that it was even released in the first place, let alone that they did a decent job on putting all the songs on the one side and doing a etching on the flip side. But as far as the track listing goes, like I say, if you've seen the film, or the 2 episodes rather, it is a good mix of what you'd expect. I would almost never pull this. This isn't like a typical comedy album for me, or even a parody album for me. Whereas, like, I would pull Weird Al records to listen to, or I would pull some of my stand-up material to listen to. This, to me, is really an item that I bought more just to have it than anything, because I enjoyed it so much. And in the film, they make reference to people having original pressings of Catalina Breeze and how much they're worth and so on. So when it was released, it was $15. Couldn't beat that deal for me to have it in the bins, and then it works as an inside joke for anybody who happens to be digging in the record bins, and they see this, and then of course that leads to an entire discussion about this fictitious band, and how many times we've seen them in concert and so on. So for anyone who has seen those episodes, I know this is a really oddball release for me to do a video on, but it is something that's going to go up in price because it's such a niche product. So that is a little bit about Bill Hader and Fred Armisen's amazing documentary from the program Documentary Now, Blue Jean Committee, Catalina Breeze, a little bit of information on it. As we always say in these videos, if you have any information or anything you want to share on the Blue Jean Committee or just novelty records in general, drop a comment below. No matter what, as I always say, thank you so much for watching.